All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory
to
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Yahweh
Shai,
Ba'Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us His truth, and sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching His truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, there's a lot of events going on right now. We just had this election come to pass, which everybody was anticipating, not just in the United States, but the whole world, because it was going to mark a drastic change in America, no matter who got it, okay? But we also have to remember that at the end of the day, these super elites, they call the final shots, so they may get a politician in there and they may let them do a little bit of their own policy or whatever, but at the end of the day, when they put forth an agenda, it has to be met, okay? So don't get all confused into that shit, okay? Trump is not gonna save America as much as some of his brothers may like him more than Miss Harris, and it's usually because he has a more masculine vibration to him, but there's been the Most High has let a lot of spirits just go crazy since Tuesday fucking night, man. I mean, these people on the internet are losing their damn minds. Like, you don't even feel right being around them.
Yeah. That's
You know?
how bad it is, yo.
You don't even feel right. These women are going crazy, and we're not going to spend the whole camp talking about these women, but we will mention it. They're going fucking crazy, man. They're shaving their heads over some abortion bullshit, even though these women in America are the freest women in the whole world. Okay? They're free to be promiscuous and all that nonsense. They're telling women to abstain from men, stay away from men. They're telling women if your husband voted for Trump, then you need to divorce him. Like, what kind of nonsense is that, man? Okay, a lot of those cultures overseas, if a woman spoke like that, they'd literally put her ass to death. All right, on the spot. They wouldn't think twice. Go ahead and bring out that opening scripture before I rant too much.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verses 1. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction, to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin."
Mm-hmm. Right, because these people, they look at this society as justification, right? Whatever these magicians in the media push towards here on the earth is the agenda that a majority of these people will follow. Okay? And they think that that's going to be the covering, right? They think that putting a different pharaoh in is going to change their life, right? But they're not knowing the signs of the times, man. That the Lord is bringing destruction on the earth. Okay? He's bringing destruction on the earth. And even though, you have some people that are outrageously upset over this turnout, you also have a lot of people that are in that peace and safety mindset, man. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be only temporary. Okay? Because even if Trump does implement a few measures, okay, at the end of the day, we know that those are all going to backfire, man. And that's the Lord, really. The Lord will do that. The Lord will play games with these people's minds, thinking that, a new golden age for America is here.
Yeah, because a lot of people and I've seen posts, they looking at Trump as the savior.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Trump Bible out now. You got people saying Trump is the one sent by God and this, that, and the third. They believe Trump could fix/heal America, but America has reached a point it can't be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Babylon cannot be healed, as the scripture says. So there's
I got it right here.
What is this man going to get? 3% GDP?
Yeah.
What's he going to get? A 3% increase in the economy? What's that going to do?
Yeah, it ain't going to do nothing. But this is a precept right quick. Jeremiah 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Mm-hmm. Forsake her / abandon her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, and that's one thing you Christians don't understand. You got all these Christians praying for Trump, praying for America to be saved and all that.
Yeah, this place can't be fixed.
Yeah, the judgment of this place has to reach the heavens, man. Okay, because the tab has reached the heavens. The tab of iniquity has reached the heavens, man. And it must be cleansed through fire. That's what they don't understand. Okay?
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those sins has reached the heaven, and the Lord set fire on it.
But just because you have a different leader in office, don't mean that Sodom and Gomorrah spirit still ain't here. If anything, they're showing their nasty side. These Fruit Loops and these fucking nasty women, man. And all you feminine ass men that stick up for them. And white knights.
What else can you say? Let every one of us go into his own country. We're gonna start seeing that more because all these heathen nations in the land. Mm-hmm. America demise is at hand. They finna start fleeing and going back to their homeland because Babylon is plagued out.
Mm-hmm. And you had Trump saying that when he starts his deportation, he's got an executive order in the wings. Where I guess in America, if you're an illegal immigrant and you have a child, that child is considered a naturalized citizen. So it's considered a U.S. citizen. You might be illegal, but your children are okay. He said he's got an executive order done the first day that he's going to do away with that. So they're going to try and deport you and your children, man. Okay?
And he's going to need force for that.
That's right. That's what a lot of people don't understand, man. There's going to have to be some serious measures implemented to deport that many people. It's going to take a lot of manpower. It's going to take a lot of resources. It's going to take might. It may take martial law. It may take martial law, man. Anyways, continue on this.
Another thing, speaking of, he mentioned martial law, which made me think of something. They just cut the vouchers, the meal vouchers for the migrants in New York City. Mm-hmm. And before the election, thousands upon thousands of migrants was running to these sanctuary cities because they were afraid of the results of the presidential election. Mm-hmm. So now you got these thousands of people that just ran to a sanctuary city that just got the food benefits cut off from them. Because he mentioned martial law. That martial law eventually it's going to have to take place because it's going to be a number of reasons why. You have people looting and stealing. You have people killing. You have people raping. Then you going to have, they continuously bringing up that it's been attacks on the power grid and on the water treatment plants from outside parties like Iran, and China. So it's going to be grid attacks, water treatment facilities attacked.
It's going to be real attacks. It's not just going to be psyops.
Yeah, it ain't just going to be psyops.
It's going to be real life attacks.
And then not to mention the problem within Mystery Babylon the Great with the migrants and the people that already stay here.
And they're not, and a lot of those people are not tracked. They're undocumented.
Yeah. So what you think these thousands of people go do?
Well, it's millions, bro.
Well, millions. I'm just thinking of this one city.
Yeah.
But these millions of people go do, and they say, "Hey, we sorry, we have no more money left for you. You can't eat for free no more." So now, for one, you can't work. So you can't go get the money. You can't go make money yourself, and your fucking food vouchers gonna take. So now you can't eat. What you think these people go do? And it's about to be winter time. It's about to be cold as fuck. This gonna be the first time these people go ever see snow or feel the cold that they about to feel. Especially these people that ran up to New York State. Mm-hmm. They just came from South America where it's pretty much nice all year round. So now you about to come up here and feel this Arctic.
You probably ain't seen snow in your whole life.
You ain't seen snow their whole life. And don't even know what below 50 degrees feel like.
Oh, man.
Now they about to feel an Arctic fucking freeze/blast that come from Canada, that come from up north and come sweep down New York.
So that's going to cause death.
Yeah, it's going to be cold as fuck.
And a lot of those immigrants that are in there, or migrants that are in New York City, a lot of those southern states bust them up there.
Yeah.
Bust them up there. They said, "You're not staying in fucking Texas, motherfucker. You're going we're busting your ass up to New York City." Mm-hmm. So they spent the first time of their tenure in hot ass Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they just drop them off
to the
All up north.
fucking
It's
freezing
even cool
cold.
because it wasn't cold part of the time.
Yeah, right now, but they about to
Cold,
feel it.
about to get cold now.
And now you're like 1,500 miles away from the damn border,
Yeah.
whereas before you were right at the border. You could always went back.
Now don't let them start throwing them out the hotels they've been staying at. Hey, I gotta get out now. Now they about to pull the rug right from up under all the migrants that they just allowed to come in here and cut off all their rights, cut off all their benefits. What you think these people gonna do? They got families. You gotta eat to live. They gonna steal.
And a lot of those people are criminals, man.
Yeah.
The ICE came out and said that. A lot of them are murderers, rapists,
Yeah.
you know?
You got people from Africa, people from the Middle East, people from South America that get dropped right off here in Mystery Babylon the Great.
I'm content because that's because saying what you're saying right now. It's Isaiah 30:3. It says, "Therefore, the strength of Pharaoh be your shame."
Well, I mean, New York City isn't just a city, man. Like it's the city of that everybody. If you go around the world and you ask somebody to name a city in America, New York's going to be 99 times out of 100. It literally is like the you know, when you talk about Japan, you think of Tokyo. When you talk about the UK or Britain, you think of London.
When you think of America, you think of New York City,
LA,
or Los Angeles.
Yeah.
you know.
It's basically like the capital.
Yeah,
cities
and
of
it's
Union,
the
basically.
capital cities. New York City on the East Coast, Los Angeles on the West Coast, and then you got people think about Texas and Florida on the bottom.
And that represents something, New York City, right? Because when you go back to the old ways of Freemasonry, there was the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, and there was the York Rite of Freemasonry. So New York City is supposed to represent an extension of the York Rite of Freemasonry, man. So that's a major strategic city to the elites. Is there more in there? Because I got a couple that I'm holding. This is Revelation. I'm going to start with this one, then I'll go to Thessalonians. Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Because the Lord unleashed all these spirits onto the earth, man. And they're fucking with these people's minds, man. So we're pretty much at the point now where you got to let the idiots be idiots. You got to let the wicked be wicked, man. Gone are the days when we're going to sit here and try and coach somebody up to get this truth, man. Now it's at the point where if it doesn't click right away, you got to get away from us. You know? Right. Granted, you're sincere. Okay, you know, you might have some really sincere brothers that may have certain weaknesses in the truth or whatever. But we're talking about guys that are not yet trying to come in, man.
Basically, the time is short.
Yeah. You got to be more selective.
The time is short and the division is great.
And that's another thing that's happening. When you get into Matthew, let me bring this out.
Shit, you got people beefing because simply of who they voted for. You got people claiming they got fired because they voted for Trump. You got relationships ending, and women coming up with these outlandish solutions to so-called pacify their anger, like withholding sex from their husband or their man for the next 4 years. That's outlandish, and that's out of pocket.
You solved the abortion problem then.
Right.
But also we gotta remember, and this is how that systemic really started this division. Well, even more, even though people are divided, but that brought a huge divide.
Yeah, huge division.
Plus these people is jabbed up.
Oh yeah. And with this situation, they even trying to blame the so-called black man. We the reason Kamala didn't get
somehow,
elected.
some way it's our fault.
And
Israelite man.
And this is nigga woman that's coming out saying this fucked up shit. It's the so-called black man fault Kamala didn't win. It's our fault Trump won.
I mean, first off, the presidents are picked.
Yeah.
You know, but even if we were to play along with that narrative,
right. But
Look at what you fucking people put on the news, man. You said that Trump supporters were misogynists, they were Nazis, blah, 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 assholes, this, that, and the other fucking thing. So you did it to yourselves, man. You alienated your base. Because the Democrat Party used to be the base of the average working class blue collar worker, and now that went to the so-called red side, man. If we're playing, worldly semantics here, but this is Matthew 12 and 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Okay,
kingdom divided,
and it's not just America. Europe is really divided right now too. We know that a lot of those EU nations are part of the 7 heads and the 10 horns. All those NATO nations.
Yeah, Esau Edom, his existence as ruling him as a whole is coming to an end.
And one thing about those European and United Kingdom countries, those people protest over there. They'll tear some shit up or they'll shut something down to get their message across.
And there's been wars throughout Europe and all that stuff.
They had it's a little off topic.
They had the farmers one when they went on strike.
They had some Billie Eilish fucking concert, and somebody was pointing out that she wore white contacts or something. It made her eyes pure white, and they were getting into the demonology about how pure white eyes, meaning your pupils and everything else, is a sign of a really powerful demon, man. So don't be surprised if we start seeing that amongst these celebrities. These celebrities are all the celebrities on the Diddy list were for Kamala. J-Lo, fucking Usher and all them. Beyonce, they were all. I've seen all the pictures, man. They were all at them fucking Diddy parties, every one of them, man. Eminem,
And that's why the Lord bringing destruction on this place, because the earth is seemingly wicked.
And you people are just so stupid. Like, it's not just the spirits that are on you. You're just fucking dumb. You're dumb, man. You have no vision. You have no discernment.
Yeah, no type of discernment. They're not spiritual either.
You can't see anything beyond face value, man, besides what's presented. Anyways, continue on. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Okay, so how can this place stand if it's so fucking divided, man? If you literally have about approximately 50% of the country hating the other 50%, and then you got these people, what was it, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's a really powerful senator from New York, and she was telling people on TikTok the other day, she's like, well, you're gonna have to form your own community, stop talking to your parents, blah 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 blah. All you Kamala Harris supporters start getting together, making your own little communities. That's total division, man. They're trying to push for 2 separate societies within one nation. So basically they're building the steps for the Civil War. Yep. That's a huge step towards Civil War, because that's what happened with during the U.S. Civil War, man. If you were for this, you went to this side. If you were for this, you went to that side.
And also, all this going on, TV is around the corner.
Yes, we're going to get into that too. Because my man Elon Musk, all right, there's nobody on this earth that has the influence, the money, and the know-how to get something like that going, except Mr. Musk, man. Ain't nobody able to. And Trump said that he wants to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So the keys are in place. The pieces are in place of the puzzle.
This is you getting into the powers of the earth, like Elon Musk, Trump, and how certain people it's meant to have certain things done. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right, so these people that are in power or have influence, all right, they were set up by the Lord and will set over one that is profitable. Elon Musk is profitable in this society to push the NWO agenda when it comes to the technology, you know, and the Neuralink, the chips, and etc. You know, you got then you got people like Trump that pushes full giving the police full force, which militarized the police to crack down, you know, which could also fall under martial law. You know, you had Kamala, you know, pushing the abominations, you know, and wickedness, you know, influencing that. So, you know, everyone is set and put in place to do a specific job. You know,
everybody's playing a different role, and if you look
everybody
at
play a different role.
If you look at the team that he's putting together, it's looking like America's going into empire mode. I mean, they've already been in empire mode, but they're going to turn into a warlike power, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, when these Democrats were talking about, you know, Nazis and all that, what he's doing is actually very similar to what Hitler did when he came into power. You know?
Hey, example. People heads go start rolling soon. Uh-huh. People go begin beheaded and receiving the firing squad and etc. Who said that they was gonna bring that back? Trump said he was gonna bring that back. He was gonna bring back hanging, the electric chair, the gas chamber, firing squad, and we already know they got the guillotines. Somebody has to put those orders and laws into place. All right, and the earth and the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and these things have to come to pass for certain prophecies, to come to pass. Because at the end of the day, heads have to fucking roll. At the end, people got to get beheaded.
Mm-hmm. So the devil has to show his wrath because he knows that he has but a short time.
It has to be death. You know, the pain got to come. So these people that's being put in place, they meant to be there to have these things come to pass.
And he was saying the other day, in one of his numerous victory speeches this week, they were asking him what to do about all these people that are in an uproar over him. He said, well, they could leave the country. So, you know.
Because Trump, he's like a dictatorship kind of guy, you know.
Yeah.
So that's going to be in the air.
That's what people were saying when 9/11 happened. And they started bombing Afghanistan. People were like, and all the rednecks were like, well, if you don't like it, then you could get out. They made a South Park about it. You can get out. Right? And then it turned into the war in Iraq. Then they started pecking at Iran. And then they went into, what was that place where Gaddafi? Libya?
Yeah, that was somewhere over there.
Or was that Obama? I can't remember. But, you know, it started the path to start bombing Syria, you know, do airstrikes against Syria.
Yeah, because it's what John Tenner said, the thief come not but to kill and destroy. That's all Esau is known for doing in the earth. Mm-hmm. He's the hammer of the earth.
Let me get this in Habakkuk, actually. That's it. He is as death.
I'm going to get you. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verses 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And as we see, the days are clearly evil. So, you know, through the Spirit of the Lord has us watching that we may be kind of worthy to escape these things, because none good is going to come out in these days. Other than the prophecies that's supposed to come to pass, because we have hope and believe that our Lord is going to save us in these last days.
All right, this is a precept. He said the days are evil. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 14. Good, all right, and this also goes back to division. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
And we're alone in this thing, man. Like, we really are.
We outnumbered.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
By the billions.
Yeah.
Even the Christians come at us, man. There's, if anything, if they're true believers of the Bible, they're supposed to be supporting us.
Yeah.
Whether they're of the heathen nation or not.
Yeah, Christians, Muslims, they shit. Hebrew Israelites is hated from all.
And these Jake Christians, they're the worst of them all, man. They're the dumbest of the dumb. The you know, the ones that are singing and dancing and playing the drums in the churches. The black church is a fucking 1,000% mess. And nobody believes in that shit no more, man. Mm-hmm. You guys, all this prophecy came to pass, and y'all ain't even mentioning prophecy.
Right. Yeah, they not even mentioning the word prophecy.
They're praying for this place to be fucking healed, man. Don't
Right.
you want the kingdom of heaven? Kingdom of heaven ain't gonna be here in America. You know?
You got niggas still talking about reparations.
You ain't ever getting no motherfucking reparations, man. That shit makes me
that.
mad when I hear that shit. Like, how stupid do you fucking gotta be to say something like that in public?
Man, all you gotta do is look at history and look at it now. You really think you finna get, and then you don't even. Why would you even want it? Honestly, shit.
Listen, if they gave
that
out
shit?
that much money,
And it'd be some bullshit with $1 million to each.
Some vein.
Something stupid.
then the dollar will collapse and your money will be worthless,
Yeah.
and you're happy for no reason.
And even in today's 2024, today's world and economy, what the fuck is $1 million? That shit, that's gonna be gone fast, especially with 2/3, Jake.
Yeah,
You get him $1 million, that's
they made,
gone.
They made that Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle skit years ago when they did reparations and everybody spent their and then Jake was broke a week later. They spent it all on KFC and Nike.
Let me get this real quick.
No, Jake go party, they go drink,
Yeah,
smoke,
it's gonna be
drugs,
gone in
eat.
2 months.
fornication, all types of shit. That money gone.
Hey, white girl, I got 100,000. Come have an orgy with us. We'll smoke weed. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you gonna go out straight off the lust of your flesh.
Yep. And then that money will be gone, and
destroy
Esau
yourself.
will be on top all over again.
Yeah,
Esau will be rich all over
We
again.
gave you guys the reparations. Whoop, well, come on back.
You gave it all to the corporations that are run by the Amalek and
Basically,
Esau,
they gave it right back
Yeah.
to him.
just like they did during the pandemic. Man, they shut down all the mom and pop stores. They gave everybody them stimmy checks to unemployment
Just to
and all
give
that,
it right back to him.
and they gave it right back to the big fucking corporations. And now they're stronger than ever. And you people fall for this shit time and time again, man. Here it is, we have the internet where you can research whatever the fuck you want. They're just doing the same things that they've done throughout history over and over again. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 verses 19, and it says, and we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lied in wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world lied in wickedness.
That's why I say that we're kind of alone in this thing, man. You know, we're kind of fucking alone in this thing, man. Because everybody out here, even if they're, you know, they may seem like they're a decent person on the surface, they're just still wicked deep down, you know, because they're not following the ways of the Lord.
That's right.
You know. Now, you know, don't get it twisted. You may have people that are in the world that, you know, that are in your life that have helped you out or helped a brother out or whatever. You know, the Lord may you know, have some kind of mercy on them at the end of the day. But for the most part, man, these people fucking, their inward thought is just wickedness, man.
Continually, like think about that. Like we even gotta
Carnal
fight.
mind.
We gotta fight and try to modify our thoughts and our doings. These people just straight indulge into it.
Yeah.
Like you're not fighting at all. Like not even a little bit. You know. Not
Yeah,
yet.
just straight up
Wicked,
complying.
just straight wicked.
Just to feed it.
Hey, man, there was a woman, you know, I don't really know her, but she was having a loud conversation, and she goes, no, I don't go out on the weekends no more because I don't trust myself. You know?
Well, you know what?
You are your own worst enemy.
Yeah. And you know
That
what?
goes for us, too.
You can respect her. You can respect that.
Yeah.
Cause she that's a sign of
Humility.
That's a sign of humility and self-examination. You know what? No, I ain't gonna go out. I ain't going out. I ain't drinking.
I ain't going out no more. I'm
I don't know how to
slut it up.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking act. Shit, I done been there. You know what? I'm chilling. I ain't drinking. Oh, I'm chilling.
And this 1 John 5:20, and it says, and we know that the Son of Yahweh is come and had given us an understanding, that we may know him that is true. And we are in him that is true, even in his Son Yahweh Shai Imashiach. This is the true power and eternal life. Little children, keep yourselves from idols. Amen.
Yeah,
Yep.
keep yourself from idols, man. Because there's a lot of idolatry in this
Wicked world.
yeah, in this wicked world. And there's a lot of idolatry that people really don't even notice, man. You know, all these cars that are driving by right now. Every single one of them has some kind of idol as a logo. You know, with the what was it? Mazda, you got the Taurus, right? With Chevy, you got the number symbol. You know, with the Hyundai, they got some kind of star constellation bullshit on there. You know, the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators, they gotta put their shit on everything.
Sure do.
You go to the hospital. Every hospital has a staff with serpents wrapped around it. That goes back to Babylonian
I see that shit
witchcraft.
every day, every time, every day. I see that.
Hey, this is a quote, you know, or old saying. It says, when the human race learns to read the language of symbolism, it's getting back to idolatry and how these people don't even know we're surrounded by idolatry and symbolism, and paganism is surrounding us. You go in an establishment, we look at a car, might be a logo on your clothes.
Right.
When the human race learns to read the language of symbolism, a great veil will fall from the eyes of men. They shall then know truth. And more than that, they shall recognize that from the beginning, truth has been in the world unrecognized.
Yeah, unrecognized, man, because people really didn't have access to the information to be able to decipher these symbols, man. But really, the Lord has to be working with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Because say that the men in this truth, we could walk in an establishment and recognize witchcraft pretty much off the bat. If there is symbolism around us, we could say, oh, that's a form of witchcraft right there. We could say, oh,
okay,
that's a form of witchcraft right there. Oh, that's idolatry right there.
If you brothers want to do some research on that, there's a book. You could get it in PDF format for free. It was made by Tex Mars. It's called Codex Magica. It's basically a giant fucking 400 or 500 page encyclopedia, and damn near every satanic symbol there is. He even gets into the hand signs that these elites do when they communicate with each other in the courtrooms and shit. So it is a good read. And you don't even really have to read it. Like 90% of the book is just pictures with a brief description. So you just scroll. Oh, I didn't know that.
Even in our day to day, you know, some people do some of these wicked signs that they really don't be knowing what it is. That's why I try not to really do any signs anymore. You know, because, you know, naturally coming to the world, just, you know, taking a picture or, you know, handshakes, you know, it all
you know, like, you know, Jake love to do, you know, some, you know, just poses and shit.
Even the okay is okay, right? You got the 3 fingers in the back shaped into the 6. That's the 666.
And what do basketball players love to do this shit?
Yeah.
You know, whenever they hit a 3 or whatever. You throwing a 6 up or blood or whatever.
Or
I don't know.
Or the rappers with the Vesica Pisces. You know, where they throw up the diamond symbol.
Yeah, niggas just throwing up shit.
Yeah,
this Hov, this Jay-Z.
And they get
right.
Yeah, and then they got 50,000 people in a fucking stadium all doing it at the same time. That's casting a spell.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's
energy.
Vibration.
You got fucking thousands of people throwing up the same symbol or saying the same chat. That's energy, and that's summoning demons.
Right. Just like how we call upon the name of the Lord. That's a vibration.
Good.
You call on the Lord, so it's a certain vibration with that.
Yeah, and you can feel that when you got a few brothers, or a handful of brothers, or a large amount of brothers all calling upon the name of the Lord at the same time. You could feel that energy. You could feel that vibration going through your chest. But let me finish this. They shall then know truth, and more than that, they should recognize that from the beginning, truth hath been in the world unrecognized, saved by a small but gradually increasing number appointed by the lords of the dawn as ministers to the needs of human creatures struggling, regain their consciousness of divinity. But the point is, it say, but the truth shall be saved by a small but gradually increasing number appointed by the lords, by the Lord. That's the meaning of this truth. Are we not a small but gradually increasing number of individuals pushing this truth and calling out what needs to be called out? Because this brother said, we alone in this world. You know, and I got a precept. I got the precept to that too. This brother said, we alone in this world, and then I said, yes, we greatly outnumbered, and we are a very small number that's pushing this truth and sincerity. And
yeah, that's why I also say the script was 2nd Esdras 8:1.
Yep, I got it right here.
Okay, come.
Yep. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. And that's the kingdom of heaven is for few. The salvation is for few.
It ain't for every nation. All you gotta do is fucking shout Jesus.
Right.
That's not what that means.
Say for few. That's why the script says the path to destruction is wide and broad, but the path to salvation is straight and narrow. And few be there that go therein. Mm-hmm. That sound like a lonely walk.
And you got a lot of people that are that have never read the Bible in their fucking lives. All right, not even just a little bit of it.
But it tell you it's fake or a lie. But
they'll say what's going on. Oh, God did that. Who the hell are you to say that? You're not studied enough to say that.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Just think about when we came into this truth. We weren't allowed to say a word at camp until we were. You had to eat. You had to eat the roll. Yeah. You had to learn. You had to fucking cast off your old self. Verse 2, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so is the course of this world. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Mm-hmm. Goes back to salvation shit. The righteous shall scarcely be saved.
Okay, it says few shall be saved. So
few.
Who? Israelites.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Israelites should be saved. And how? Through the Spirit of the Lord, through Lord's sacrifice, and through us repenting.
Yeah, there's only 144,000 in the 1/3, man, of the nation of Israel. You know, none of these other nations are guaranteed any salvation, and there's no scripture that you can pull up to show that, because Revelation 7 tells you everything. Revelation 7 tells you everything. You can't find in the book of Revelation anybody receiving salvation or getting delivered other than the Israelites, man.
Right.
This is Habakkuk. Actually, we went past that a little bit.
Yeah. With Matthew 18:20, it says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them.
Yeah, just 2 or 3, man. Not 50 people or 200 people jumping up in the air, clapping in unison at the church when they're playing the piano. Even though they've been there for a half hour and they ain't even brought out a single precept yet. And when they do finally bring up the precept, it's the same ones they brought out 4 weeks in a row without any background context. You got a lot of Christians that don't even know anything about Joseph and the 12 tribes. In Egypt, you got Christians that don't even know about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's in Genesis, the 18th chapter.
Or the flood.
Or the flood.
Yeah, I got into it with I believe a 7-day Adventist Some shit like that.
7 days of bullshit.
7-day Adventists, 7-day evangelists.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, they Sabbaths on Saturdays. But anyway, you know, I got into it with her, but she tried to say we couldn't eat meat or etc. And I'm like, do you not know the story of Moses?
It's a whole book.
In the Passover, lamb is meat, and she couldn't even know about the Passover.
Mm-hmm. Lamb is a staple amongst our people, man.
Yeah.
Damn near every brother that comes into this truth, they start eating lamb.
They even call
I'm one of them.
They even call the Lord the Lamb,
Con.
the sacrificial lamb.
But there's a whole book saying what we can eat or what not we can eat when it comes to meats.
Yeah, but I bet you that 7-day Adventist, I bet they're eating that swine.
Right.
I bet they're eating the shrimp and the crab legs when they got it at the buffets.
I bet you they're gonna be celebrating Thanksgiving this month and Christmas next month.
Oh yeah, they'll be having that Christmas ham. The Thanksgiving turkey's gonna have probably sausage in the damn stuffing.
That's definitely a go-to. and here it is. We're not supposed to be eating that.
Yeah. You can't
Pork gonna get your ass a missile.
Right. You can't even ask a Christian what the word what pagan is. Like, you know this pagan, right? What's that? Mm-hmm. These pagan is these holidays and these days you go so hard to celebrate. Pagan is these days you work doubles and overtime and spend all your money on.
This is
knowing you already fucked up and stressed out, living check to check.
You got something real quick? I'll bring this out. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. You know, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So a lot of people, you know, with this election going on, you know, if you're a Trump supporter, you got a little relief right now, right? But see, we know that that's just how the game is played, man. You know, we know that no matter what happens, this place is still going to get destroyed. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Oh, Trump, he's going to fix the migrant crisis. He's going to fix the economy. All right? He's going to fix this, that, and the other thing. He's going to stop this war and stop that war. Let's say some ceasefires get signed. So fucking what? That's peace and safety right there, right?
That's a prophecy. So that actually might gotta happen because this is how we say right there with peace and safety instead of the sudden destruction come upon them when they see peace and safety. And now it's seeking peace and safety.
I remember when, man, this was years ago when I heard Apostle Tahar say this. This was back when they had the videos where they had the backdrop, the end of the world. Those weekend sit-downs that they used to do. And he was saying that might happen. You know, there might be, even then, you know, before Israel and Iran were shooting at each other. He was saying, you know, something might pop off with Iran or whatever. And then, you know, they might have a temporary ceasefire. But once that ceasefire is broken, man, it's, you know.
All out.
Yeah, it's all out. And we've seen that happen several times throughout history. Did not Israel already have a ceasefire with Hamas for like a month or two, and then they went and fucking totally leveled the whole city of Gaza? It's in ruins. You know, they could do the same thing with Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, because they showed pictures of Gaza and Hamas before the war and all of that, and they had strips with palm trees. It looked nice. Now that shit now it's just rubble.
Looked like a damn resort.
Nah, shit, not even.
This is back in 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And a lot of people have been letting their guard down since this whole election's over.
Yeah. Hey, when we was at the station, you see, he was happy Trump won. He showed signs of relief.
He might get a raise at his job. He might be able to get a better job.
You know, you got people having conversations. I'm happy Trump won. Yeah, oh yeah, America's going to be great. The gas prices is going to go down. Prices are going to go down. We're going to have some money.
Being deceived. That's being deceived.
You're being deceived. Destruction unto you that go down to Egypt for help. Destruction unto you that put your faith and hope into Pharaoh.
I mean, what else more that you got to see? These motherfuckers then put a poison in the whole fucking world.
Yeah,
motherfuckers is dropping. The economy just got worse. They fucking with the weather. You know, they pass some wicked laws. Like, what else you have to see that you can't trust in this place? And that's why the Lord set up His prophets for us, so we can turn back and be saved, and to seek the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, because we know this place is nothing but death.
And we know He coming like a thief in the night. We know, as it's written, that He coming when people is least expecting it.
Well, I mean, you look at what direction America is going in, right? They're supposedly going into a right-wing direction. Europe went completely left the past 4 years. So America and Europe are supposed to be buddies. Now, we know in the prophecy of Revelation 17 and 16 that they shall hate the whore. Let's talk about the 7 heads and the 10
everybody
horns.
go turn.
They went with a completely different political direction than America, man. Okay, so look, we're starting to see
The division.
that hate and the horror between 7 heads and the 10 horns and the great whore itself.
Because now we in a time of violence now. You know, like all the talking political and all that shit. It's going to be violent. It's going to get violent. You know, all sectors. You know, even just between the regular civilians all the way up to different countries, you know, on different fronts.
Well, hey, the scriptures say that the love of many shall wax cold. The brother Yashawamba.
That's why it's extra cold outside too. That's why it's gonna be extra cold.
Yeah, brother Yashawamba was getting into that in his sit down last night. And one of the words there is psycho. Literally psycho, man. These people are losing their fucking minds. You know?
I got something. This is Luke chapter 21 verse 34. Getting into the day of the Lord. He will come like a thief in the night. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with some fighting and drunkenness and cares of this life. And so that day come upon you unawares. Right? Because the majority of the people on earth, that day is going to come upon them unaware. They ain't even going to be thinking about the Lord coming back. They going to be thinking about that they should be giving into marrying and eating and drinking and the cares of this life. Shit, you know, it say don't be overcharged with the cares of this life and drunkenness and over fighting. And that's exactly what these people in this society is party, and is the cares of this life. They worried about their 401k. They worried about their pensions. They thinking about retirement plans. They thinking about being a homeowner. This shit is over with. Like, you still got people in America. I'm gonna own a house. I'm gonna retire. That's the end all be all for mystery Babylonians is to work, get their 401k, get their pension, become rich if they can, you know, retire, be a homeowner, and fucking live happily ever after. I guess, I don't know.
Repeat the slave cycle.
Yeah, repeat the slave cycle. And then
the fucking slave cycle. And then when you're old enough to retire, you're gonna spend all your retirement money fixing up your fucking aching body.
Yeah.
And they're gonna die a couple years later because they designed this society to where they put so much shit into your food to where you ain't gonna fucking live to be ain't nobody born. Let's say this world were to continue on. We'll just, you know, hypothetical. Nobody born in this fucking land is gonna live to be 100 years old eating this food, man.
No.
That their retirement age is what, 65? They want to raise it to 70 now?
Yeah. They and it's even said they trying to claim middle age is 35. 30, 35. That's young.
We getting weaker.
Yeah,
the scriptures say.
We getting weaker.
Yeah.
A middle-aged man, 40 years old. a long time ago, 40 years old was still was young. Your body wasn't broken down. Like we fucked up right
Man,
now.
I know a guy who's having so many health problems right now. Like you said, he keeps talking about his 401k and retirement and shit. I'm like, bro, you got a while to go before you're eligible for that. You're gonna be dead before that.
Got decades.
It's not like they take your 401k and split it amongst your family when you die. You know?
Man. But there are people out there, you know, that age well, but you know, they got a lot of them got money, or a lot of them really focus and take care of themselves, you know, because you know there are some really nice looking people out there, 40 and up, that still look good, still look young and age well, but they lifestyles was different, you know. They wasn't heavy with the smoking and drinking,
and a lot of times that goes back to your parents,
yeah,
you know, on what they did. That hurts, you know. So that's why me personally, I'm pretty sure y'all trying to do right, so you know it trickles down.
Yeah, I think about it too, man. Hey, man, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, my parents were fucking making me drink that cow's milk growing up, fucking eating fucking Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops. You know, because when you grow up eating that shit every day, it don't matter what age you are. You spent your childhood, instead of making yourself healthy and strong, you spent your childhood limiting limiting your genetic potential, man.
Like all these fat motherfuckers. I be saying this. You don't get fat overnight. It takes time to get fat.
It does.
You gotta work. Hey, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn, just like you gotta earn a nice fit body. You gotta earn a fat, fucked up body.
Any parent,
it takes time.
Any parent that has changed their child's diet, and this is done through research. Any parent that's changed their child's diet for the better, they immediately know an increase. They immediately see an increase in their grades. Immediately. You know, their attention spans are different. Because I know that, because I have I've been dealing with blood sugar issues my whole life. If my blood sugar's high, man, I can't pay attention to anything for fucking longer than 2 minutes. You know? Or if it's too low, it takes too much energy to focus. And it's like that for a lot of these people, man, because diabetes is running rampant in this society, man. 3%. Kennedy actually mentioned this. He said when his uncle was president, the diabetic rate in the United States was under 3%, and now it's well over 30. That's 1/3 of the people have full-blown diabetes, man.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of people that have it that never got diagnosed with it.
And dialysis is the next big thing in America now too. Everybody fucking kidneys is failing them.
Yep.
Everybody need fucking blood cleansing treatments now.
Because your kidneys are basically like the filter. You know how, like, you know, you got a car, you got a oil filter and all that.
Air filter, all of that.
Or you got a furnace, you got air filters, ventilation filters, shit like that. Filter, right? Well, the kidneys are like one of our body's main filters, man.
Yeah.
All the toxins that go through your body have to be filtered by the kidneys, and eventually, you know, the filter gets so fucked up to where it can't filter no more. Just like an old filter.
Gotta get changed and switched out. If it's constantly being bombarded with toxins and pollutions from every direction you could think of, it could get overworked and overwhelmed.
And over the course of years and years and years, your kidneys start to harden, they start to fail. Right? They have reduced functionality. They get filled with something called oxalates, which are basically calcium deposits. You know, and there's ways to break that up too. You know, you brothers do your research, man.
Herbs, your diet, you know, fasting. But, you know, Esau Edom, he want to straight up. It's because it's a money grab, just like cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. Man, you know, all that shit costs your insulin and all of that. And speaking of that, when all hell breaks loose,
ain't gonna be none of that.
Ain't gonna be no you going to die, because when you got dialysis, you got to go 3-4 times a week, if depending on how fucked up you is.
Yeah,
you got to be there for hours each session. You think when it's Jacob's trouble you go be able to go get your high blood pressure medication or your diabetes insulin?
I got a story on that, testimony on that. My mother, she had kidney issues and she had to go on dialysis the last few years of her life. One time she couldn't get to the dialysis state. They call it a renal center. She couldn't get there It was in the middle of a snowstorm, in the middle of the winter. Bro, she missed one treatment and she blew up like a fucking balloon,
Get
man.
fucked up.
She was holding so much fluid, you pressed her down, it was like a marshmallow. Her skin was turning yellow and shit.
And the fluid, it could get in their lungs, around their heart. In other words,
Throwing, and a big reaction for that is throwing up.
Yeah.
Even if you got nothing in you, you're gonna fucking throw up if your kidneys aren't.
long story short, them people go die,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be horrible, and it's gonna get bad quick.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you miss one treatment, you go
Mm-hmm.
swell up, all that extra fluid.
And people with high blood pressure, man, as soon as they get off their blood pressure medication, their blood pressure goes racing right all over again.
And then
because it's not a solution.
Mhm.
You're treating the symptom and not
Yeah.
the actual problem. You could make certain teas. You could add turmeric and black pepper to your fucking meals,
Turmeric, lemon,
to your rice,
And that's
that
simple.
that alone will help.
That's simple, but that's not being pushed for real.
You
on-
could go
on
for
TV.
a walk.
They don't push health.
They don't push health.
A walk, going for a walk alone will lower your blood pressure a little bit. You know, decreasing the fat in your diet, man. You know, drinking certain teas.
Stretching.
Yeah, your lifestyle.
Shit, stretch. All people don't ever stretch. When last time you see somebody just stretching?
Right.
This is it's like we went a little off with
we was all over the place.
But that goes to show you how ass backwards this fucking society is, man. All right. In fact, let me get that in Isaiah. Everything is ass backwards. And as much as we want to blame you fucking people for following it, we gotta blame the guys at the top.
Hey, that
They're in
script I
charge.
brought out, ass backwards, evil set against good and life against death. Shit, you got life against death, even with this abortion situation. You got pro-abortioners and you got people like shit. You killing babies. That's the end all be all. It's murder. That's death.
Mm-hmm. And you're offering it up to Baal. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a Babylonian sacrifice. Baal and Molech. This is Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Okay, and that's who is in charge of the world right now, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, and he doesn't have the ability, okay, to create a world in which is righteous, man.
Right.
Because he was created to be the wicked. Okay, he's not a potter that was his part of the clay was not made like that, man.
The vessel of
Yes,
honor,
yes.
the vessel of dishonor.
There's a vessel of honor and there's a vessel of dishonor, man.
There's light, darkness, right, left.
Side, left hand side. Right.
You got something?
I was just gonna make out Hosea 4:1.
Okay.
This is Hosea chapter 4 verses 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath the controversy with the inhabitants of the land."
A controversy. Got a problem.
Yeah, I mean I got an issue. Because
I
there,
got beef with you.
because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
Yeah, and there really is no knowledge of what's right and wrong. Okay, what the church is teaching you and what the society teaches you is acceptable morality is not acceptable morality. You know, the Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments, man, and He gave us all kinds of stories in the scriptures of people screwing up and getting put to death as an example, man. You know,
And a big problem now with today's society, it's too many gray areas.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's too many people straddling the fence. You at the end of the day, you have to pick a side. You either on this side or you on this side. You got too many people trying to please
Trying not
people.
to offend this
You're
little
trying
group
not
of
to-
people
yeah.
and that little group of people,
Yeah.
man. That's
Either-
that social media age bullshit, man.
You either with it or you ain't with it.
Yea or
Straight
nay,
up.
it's yea or
Yes,
nay.
yeah or nay. That's why the Lord say, You got to be hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm. You either with this or you ain't with it. It's that simple.
Yeah, because when your ass hungry, you're gonna find out which side you chose. Because the Lord said his servant's gonna eat and drink.
Mm-hmm. Just like example back in the ancient times when it was time for us to go to war, and they say, hey, if you got any fear in you, or you scared to die, or this and the third, you stay home. Don't even come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now if you willing to fight,
I believe that's in Numbers.
yeah. If you willing to fight and you willing to die, come on. Now if you got any fear in you and you scared or any doubt, go ahead, stay home. Stay with your family.
If you're feeling faint,
yeah.
go
You
ahead.
got to make sure you 10 toes down.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why the scripture says we have to remain steadfast and unmovable.
When you know, just an example, a lot of people see this at their jobs, man. You got, I mean, you know, we all hate going to work, but you got some people, when they first get hired, they look like they're there just to work for 1 week. You could tell, man, that they don't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody who really needs that fucking job, that might have kids to feed or something,
You go see it.
when you're training them, man, you got their whole attention.
Mm-hmm.
But then you know, you got the fuckers like these young kids, man. I deal with that a lot. Of
You
my
know, you
job.
about, oh, they not gonna make it.
The
They ain't gonna
fucking
make it.
I work with this one kid, man. We hired him 2 weeks ago. He's like 18, 19 years old. He comes in an hour and a half into a shift, and he's sitting on the ground because his legs are tired. I'm like, you son of a bitch, man. That man right there is 58 years old, had his knee replaced, and he's been standing for 10 hours already. You just got here.
Yeah,
Right.
You little pussy.
Yeah.
He's sitting there dyeing his fucking hair purple, man. I had to say something to my boss. You gotta get this fucking guy out of here, man. That just goes to show you, you know, or in a sports team, if the players ain't bought into the coach's system, they ain't going anywhere.
Right.
The system falls apart. If only half the team is buying the system and the other half ain't feeling it, you know, chemistry matters a lot, man. Even in this truth. You know, you may have one brother in the camp that's rubbing everybody the wrong way. You know,
A little leaven the whole lump.
yeah,
You got somebody
you gotta cut that out.
Yeah, you got somebody just causing discord or causing a contention or causing bad energy or friction. You gotta you gotta remove them.
Yeah.
Because if you let that grow, that can become a big problem.
Right. It's crazy you say that because this Edomite at work. He be starting shit with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't fire him. Like, it's like, yo, do y'all want to start a war in this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like for real.
Like, what's it gonna
clearly,
take?
clearly he's the problem.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. He is. But hey, that's that Edomite privilege shit, you know?
I was hearing, what was it, a few weeks ago, the guys got the stabbing in the kitchen at Applebee's or something.
Yeah.
From what I was hearing was, and again, I don't know how true this is.
Like
just
y'all in the
hearsay.
kitchen stabbing each other at work.
It was one guy that was always talking shit to
Applebee's.
everybody. It was one guy that was always talking shit to everybody, being a little instigator, pitting people against each other, being a damn busybody or whatever you will. And then one day they just blew up. You know, two guys just blew up and got the stabbing.
See, that happens, yo. That can happen, you know, especially in these, you know, because people in the loop, you know, it's tight out here. People just trying to do what they got to do.
People got shit going on outside of work.
That's why you just got to be kind to people, you know?
Yeah, that'd be another thing. People be bringing their problems to work.
Yeah, they do.
They bring that negative energy, outside life to work. Yo, we all got our outside life. Don't bring that shit to work. We here to do a job and go home. We ain't here to bring negativity and bad energy. But you mad at your bitch, or
We've had to deal with that
Right.
a few times. We've had young guys come into the camp a few times. They don't know how to leave their problems at home.
yeah.
And then they're at camp, and somebody comes up and scoffs, and they start fucking screaming or whatever, throwing, you know.
Like now some people might be catching somebody else ass whooping, cause you didn't bother somebody not even knowing they stressed out or they going through it. They ready to kill somebody, and here you come bothering them with something petty, and now you thinking they overreacting. Well, you really just caught somebody else's energy.
Or you might have a bunch of men that have a masculine vibration around each other, and then somebody with a feminine vibration comes around, even if it is a man, and it fucks the whole vibe up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it could be for the camp. It could be for anything, man. Go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much unless you got any other precepts.
I was trying to get this should be let me go.
Yeah, bring them around.
This second Timothy chapter 3 verses 1, it says this, know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Critical, dangerous, unknowing. But we know.
It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves.
That's this social media generation, man. These people taking all these fucking selfies and posting, especially you fucking women,
We
man.
just
Every
see
day.
like, bruh,
Every
just,
day.
just careless, like, just fuck it, huh?
Women,
all day,
man.
all
Especially
day, every
these,
day.
Especially these fucking women, man. You know, these fucking women, man. They're the worst when it comes to that shit. They'll have a whole damn Twitter or TikTok account. Well, that's all it is videos of them getting these, showing themselves off, man.
Yeah, and the better looking the woman, the more in the camera they is.
And they get all that fucking attention from these beta fucking males, man.
Hey, they fin.
And then they'll have the nerve to call you a creep.
Yeah, or a simp.
What?
Thirsty.
Bet you naked.
Yeah. Cover yourself up, man. You know? I mean, what could... And these women, they're a bunch of bops. They fucking sleep with everybody, man.
Munches.
You know? I mean, what good is a lock that any key can open? That's a useless lock. That's
Right.
what these women are, man. They're a useless lock because any key can get up and
Don't respect
lock them.
Don't respect themselves, but demand respect.
It says, for men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. And, we seen that. We definitely seeing that in these last days.
Mm-hmm. Both inside the truth and outside the truth, man. Because really, the apostles, they're our spiritual parents. You know, I remember years back when Sakari first started being disobedient to his parents, man. You know, look where he is today. Now they're all over the damn place,
Yeah,
man.
it's waxing worse.
Yeah, the hoodlum camp, man. You know, if there was a Crip and Blood
Yeah, I
camp,
was
it would
about
be
to say.
fucking Sakari, man. You guys,
I say his camp would be the Crip camp.
yeah, the Crip camp.
Remember that video he said if he was get locked up or go to prison, he said he'll be with the Crips because there got to be some light over there. He said some dumb shit like that.
Ridiculous, Salazar. You should be fucking. And then that man was sitting there, damn near crying,
Hey.
getting all distraught when Coolio died. Like, Coolio wasn't even that fucking good of a rapper, bro. He had 2 fucking songs that were hits,
Right.
2 of them, and
And-
one of them was a remake of a classic.
And another thing, if you a Hebrew Israelite, you shouldn't even be into that madness. With these rappers in this gang banging and this, that, and the third. We Hebrew Israelites. All right, that's what we claim. That's what we bang. All right, and no, I'm not trying to say we a gang or anything like that, but I'm just saying, that's where our energy and our focus is on. Jake in the world in certain camps want to be in the world and still be affiliated with that madness when all that is designed to bring our people down.
Yeah, you got
and to cause division, because now you got a BD in the GD or a Crip in the blood.
Yeah, and that goes back to not having no fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
Because if the Lord was here, damn well. I mean, he is, but if he was standing here right now, your ass wouldn't be doing that shit.
yeah,
Make your ass just get off the earth.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Mourning over some celebrity or fucking musician dying, man. That's something that high school kids do. You're older than me, man.
Right.
You're in your fucking 40s, bro.
But that just show you. But that show you he idolized Coolio.
You were a young ass dude when you came in the truth. Remember all the gang videos we made about that guy, man? I don't know. His rapper name was Adonis Delirious.
Yo, and even
He's in a state of delirium.
and I know some Muslims, even Muslims don't allow that shit.
Yeah.
if you a so-called Muslim, you're not allowed to gangbang or be involved with certain shit.
And you bring that shit into the truth.
Or they will remove you from their congregation or they group or whatever, they circle or whatever you want to call it, because you still involved with madness. You're not following the ways of their lifestyle.
So the heathen doing that, that's the heathen.
Yeah, that's the heathen doing that. And even Jake, that's involved with the heathens, they even push that, you know. Because even as far as Lil Durk, because, you know, he turned Muslim, they claim that he put away his flag and he stopped dealing with the gangbanging shit because he turned Muslim.
But you see where he at.
Yeah, well, we see where he at.
Judge at 10:13. Go and cry to the guys whom you have chosen. Good luck, Lil Durky. Lil Durk.
Oh yeah. You go call on Allah.
Durky, yo.
Call on your Muslim family.
It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's all
man.
stupid, dude.
It's so stupid, man.
and that could be a distraction too, because you know that could be a distraction too.
Yeah, because Jake is too much into this fucking celebrities, man.
Yeah,
that's a sign of a low IQ when you're into these fucking fleshly idols, man.
And not only is these Jake so deep into these fleshly idols, these niggas is in jail. You got Jake in the world that got real problems, worried about a celebrity that's going through their court problems while they sitting in prison. That don't make no sense.
You got tattoos all over their fucking
This motherfucker
face.
don't know you, don't care about you.
Done sold out his soul to Esau.
Yeah.
Puts cryptic shit in his music to put spells on you.
Yeah. But you so worked up about them being locked up and you want them free.
I mean, if you could call it music, a lot of it's just chanting. With some background beat repeating over and over every fucking 25 seconds, man. There's no actual compositions anymore, man. You know? But with that, we're going to get it, you know, we're going to wrap it up. You know? Don't get caught up in this nonsense. You know, hey, if you brothers are seeing these videos of these women freaking the hell out, enjoy it. Have a little fun in this truth, man. You know? That's the Lord bringing that shit out of them. You know, at least in these last days, we're really gonna know who our enemies are.
Right.
Like Yahshua said, man, last night in his video, brothers, watch these women that you're laying with, that you're getting with, man. You know, don't just be putting your rod everywhere.
Yeah, most of these bitches is wicked.
And you know, and they may be cool at first, but eventually that demon's gonna come out of them, and it's gonna affect you in the truth. You know. But with that, till next time, Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect, and DTA.
And all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Seek the Lord, examine yourself, and repent.
Shalom.